This video is going to be a little different. In this video, I am going to DIY build a table made out of parts that are sourced from IKEA. Mostly IKEA reuse and those sections. So it has this tabletop created out of two IKEA boards and then bamboo legs, and it has the castor wheel, which is also sourced from IKEA reuse. I've done wooden DIY builds so far in past where I've built some chairs, etc. But today I'm building a table for the first time. I'll take two wooden particle boards from IKEA, which are 100 cm by 60 cm. I'll join them together with two 1 inch by 4 inch lumbar that I had spare from my chair build. I'll fasten them together at 8 places with Allen screws, male and female, like shown in the step 3. So two wooden lumbars, two IKEA boards, and then fastening them with screws like shown above. All in all, it was few hours worth of an effort. I had ordered all the supplies already from Amazon, and I went to IKEA and brought my reuse item that I wanted to use. Once that tabletop is ready, I'll get the 4 bamboo legs that I've sourced from IKEA. I'll attach caster wheels to them via the screws. I have a plan. And then attach those 4 legs to the tabletop underneath with 5 screws. I've listed down all the screws and resources that I'll need for this build in the description of this video. I like the build. It came out as I planned mostly. To begin with, I had to transport the lumbar from my other home, which was spare from the chair build that I did in past, which is the same blue chair that you see on the right hand side here. I wrapped it in some tape and then transported in my car myself for like 100 kilometers to this property. While doing a DIY build, it is utmost important to have your safety in check. I used vinyl rubber gloves. These you can find on Amazon. I've added the link for these in the description as well. Now I'm ready. To begin with, I went to IKEA and bought 4 legs, 4 caster wheels. So this was the Hilver, the cone-shaped bamboo leg, which is 70 centimeters in length. There were these caster wheels that I bought from reuse section. There were a few more supplies. Both these bamboo leg and caster wheels, when I looked at their manual, they should be able to sufficiently carry 80 kilograms each. So my table will be able to support in all 150 kg rated for that, but I'm not going to put that much weight on this table anyway. So one of the most important thing is the drill bits. I have different sizes of drill bits that I sourced from Amazon, which I am linking in the description. Then these are different size Allen key set that I need because all my threaded inserts and regular screws need these. These are the threaded inserts for my bamboo leg where I'm attaching caster. I'll give the size and all in the description. I'll give the link from Amazon in the description. Now these are the male and female M540mm full sleeve JCB nut with JCB Allen head screw. Basically both male and female. These are for my bamboo legs. I'm fastening the main wooden particle board with the 8 places, and these are the larger M8 30mm same JCB screws with JCB female sleeve. Certainly you need more supplies, basically all different kinds of M5 and M8 drill bits. Also a very large drill bit for your threading in that bamboo leg to attach your caster to it. Apart from that, some oils and varnish to finish everything up. And this backup miscellaneous part that I did not have to use, but if I had bamboo leg split while inserting these legs in it, then I would have used it. My aim to begin with is doing this. Basically, we'll be drilling the bottom of the bamboo leg and inserting the threaded insert. To achieve this, I'll be drilling in steps, where I'll begin with drilling a smaller hole first and then increasing the hole size by changing the drill bits to ultimately match the size of that threaded insert. Once you have that threaded insert, you can look at the size and then decide how much size of the hole should be at the bottom of that bamboo leg. Basically, I did that. Once the first hole is drilled, you can look at this. It created a smaller hole. Then I'm now changing the drill bit, increasing size 2 notches, and then drilling it again. What this does is, it does not let the bamboo leg split. Since it's the bamboo leg, it is held together with glue, and I don't want that to split while I'm drilling the hole at the bottom. One of the techniques that I've read over the internet. This is my second iteration of the drill widening, so I'm drilling it again with a larger bit. Now third time is a charm probably, so I need to change the drill bit again to a higher size so that my hole widens enough for me to insert that threaded insert. I think threaded inserts outside diameter was like 6 or 7 mm. I was not able to find the drill bit of exact size, so I had to wiggle my drill a little bit and try to widen that hole so that my thread inserts goes through. Now you can see I drilled the hole to the size and trying to insert that threaded insert with Allen key, but then I'm afraid that it might split because it's not of the exact same size it is supposed to be. I would then change the drill bit and try to increase the size again, but this happened for the first time only, where I then gauged which drill bit I'll need to sequentially increase the size and ultimately were able to drill the hole wide enough to insert that threaded insert. For the first table leg, it was a little more than normal effort, but then for the rest of the legs, it was a smooth sail. Now that you see my insert is in, I screwed in the castor wheel. These wheels are Bekant black castor wheels rated for 80 kilos of weight. I think these were standard size. A threaded insert of size M8 was suitable for these. These were screwing in easily on that M8 threaded insert. The link for this is in the description. I went ahead and repeated the step for 3 more times and had my bamboo legs with the castor wheels at the end. Now these are my 1 inch by 4 inch lumbar that I transported myself in my car to this home. This was wrapped in the plastic tape. While I moved forward, it was good time to actually cover these bamboo wheels in varnish. You may not need to do that, but I chose to do that. And while I work on the rest of the things, this will dry out for me to use it later. While that is drying and I'm planning to take a rest for the night today, I also added varnish to the lumbar that I had removed out of the tape and polished a little. To polish or to sand it down a little, I used my drill and the sanding attachment that I sourced from Amazon. You can also see the IKEA boards 10 cm by 60 cm here on the side. On next day, everything was dry and everything was ready for me to proceed. I laid down the 2 IKEA boards side by side and then tried to follow the design that I showed at the beginning of this video, where 2 boards get 2 lumbar attached from the bottom, which are 10 centimeters away from the side, and they are attached at 8 different places on each lumbar. That means total 16 screws. Those 16 Allen, JCB, male and female sleeve and nut screws, which are I think made 30 mm. Description for the IKEA particle board said it was 100 cm by 60 cm, but I think they were a little on the shorter side, so I had to cut down my lumbar, which I'm doing here. I keep my tools handy, so this was the cutting tool, the handheld saw. I looked at quickly, compared the size between the 2 lumbars and compared that with the total board length, which should have been 200 centimeter, but it ultimately was I think roughly around 198 or 197 centimeters. I quickly cut down the extra bits and then moved on. Then I laid the lumbar on the two boards and tried to gauge the distance and the places where I need to drill the holes, and also bring together the tabletop design a little better. So these lumbars are kept 10 centimeters from the edge of the boards. That means there is 10 centimeter distance here from the edge, but then 20 centimeters between the lumbar and then 10 centimeter on the other side. Ultimately, if you convert everything, it should be roughly 60 centimeters, which is the breadth of the board, and ultimately the tabletop. I'll try to put everything in the design PDF, which is attached to this description of the video. Since the board length, total tabletop length, and the lumbar length had changed, I looked at the ChatGPT and which gave me idea on where to add the holes for us to be able to join the board with the lumbar. Not the best way to do it, but I think I can trust ChatGPT in finding me the center of this 200 centimeter length and making the holes equidistant so that the table on the bamboo legs is not destabilized or stuff doesn't just fall off the table. I marked those holes, so the main 16 holes that attach my lumbar to the two particle boards and ultimately result in the tabletop. Also, I marked the holes where my table legs go. Once the marking work had completed, I started drilling the holes. It appears that I'm doing this directly on the floor, but there are extra wooden supports below the particle board that avoid my drill bit touching the floor. And I didn't have the table to do this myself somewhere else either. I remained cautious of the floor and I drilled the rest of the holes for the main lumbar attachment. I had to remeasure stuff. I did have the C clamps, but they were not at this property for me to use. So I used to remeasure and then drill the hole. Once the 4 corner holes were properly drilled, I fixed the positions of the lumbar on the board with the sleeve and nut. Those were the M8 sleeve and nut. Once the 4 corners of this build were stable and entire thing is solid, then I proceeded to drill the rest of the holes. Monumental task, total 16 holes, 8 on each lumbar. It looks like easy, but when the stuff is on the floor and you are doing this on the floor without a working bench, it was tough. Ultimately ended up drilling all holes and proceeded to add the sleeve and nut, which I could tighten from both top and bottom of this board. Once you screw all things together, this is a pretty solid build. It's not moving anywhere. Then I proceeded to assemble everything together. So all my bamboo legs with the castor wheels, I assembled them on top of this tabletop and tried to gauge where should I put the holes for these legs to attach to the table. Once I had good enough idea, I marked and drilled the hole for attaching the bamboo table leg to the tabletop. Now it's a bamboo table leg, but it has a metal part which connects to the tabletop. It takes 5 screws and it just screws into the bottom of the table. All the holes that I have drilled are through and through holes, where since I have sleeve and the nut, which is male and female, everything including the tabletop, the lumbar and the table leg, all screwed in properly, and this is what it looked like at the end. It's not still finished. I can clean up a little on the top, but then I used rubber sealant to seal the holes that are visible from the top, basically screw heads. That's it. That was the build. This is me carrying that lumbar from one place to another, and I had a puncture, a screw lodged in my wheels, which I had to repair in the middle of the highway. I carried that lumbar just to reuse in my table build, like this, between the driver and co-passenger. It was safe. Wink wink. When I drive, I carry all my puncture kit, puncture repair kit, and portable air refill, and the digital air pressure gauge, which all come really handy in such scenarios. .34 psi, right at the mark. I travel a lot and I make videos. Back then I traveled to another state to get supplies for my business. That lumbar was lying in one place. I carried it to my other place and then built that table myself. I live in Mumbai. I travel between Mumbai, Gujarat, Pune and rest of the Maharashtra frequently. And I also get to travel abroad. Whenever I do, I try to capture my journey in videos. You can join my journey. Please subscribe. You'll get a lot of interesting insights and do it yourself builds like this one. Cheers. See you next time.